Well, they do everything from helping deliver babies to offering a comforting voice in the hardest moments. We're talking about 911 dispatchers.
And in Volusia County, they're at one central office, and the sheriff's office says now they need more dispatchers to help get results when people need it most. So our trooper Steve went up to the communications center to show us what that job entails.
Hi, this is Volusia Sheriff's Office. Your phone dialed into 911, sir. Are you having an emergency?
We're the only 911 center in the entire county.
Do you know the address, ma'am?
They're the people who take your call when you need help the most.
Okay, you still see her chest going up and down?
The Volusia Sheriff's Office 911 dispatchers.
We're taking calls at a time that somebody's experiencing one of the worst situations in their life. And it's our job to help that situation and help them until the resources get on scene.
And right now, they need more of them.
Okay, are you going southbound or northbound on 95?
We are actively hiring full-time dispatchers right now.
Can you put the phone near her mouth so I can hear the sound she's making?
Right now, our starting pay for somebody with no experience is $19 an hour. Health insurance, dental insurance, right now that's being paid for by Sheriff Chitwood.
But it's not the pay and the benefits that make the job so rewarding. It's helping people in the community.
Do you have her on the side?
Sometimes referred to as the first responders,
Right.
because we're the vital link. We're the link between that call and the emergency personnel that are going to show up at the scene of an emergency.
I talk to people on some of the worst days of their lives, you know? I talk to a lot of people who suffer from mental health issues. Sometimes those people just want to talk because they don't have anyone to talk to. And so when I'm working on a non-emergency line, there's no time frame for that. So I can be on the phone with you 30, 45 minutes. So I'm saving their life.
So what kind of person makes the best 911 telecommunicator?
Okay, what mile marker are you near?
We're making split-second decisions, but it takes a strong personality, and it takes somebody who, you know, if they've ever been the one in their group of friends who has the ability to think clearly where everybody else is falling apart around them, that's the type of personality we need for this type of job.
I'm passionate about what it is that I'm doing. I listen to them. I may not kind of understand what it is that they're going through. I may even can relate to some of the things. We can't really give advice, but I can give them a listening and comforting ear.
I often tell my dispatchers, you know, I tell them, have you ever called somewhere and you don't really know what you need, you just know you need help, and you're hoping to get that friendly voice on the phone? Be that person. You know, sometimes we get phone calls that have nothing to do with us, but people just need help. So you want to guide them to where they need to go.
I think that I'm the hero now, like I'm able to save people's lives. What's your phone number just in case we get disconnected? Come here at Volusia Sheriff's Office. We need people. We need people that are willing to be the change, right? And we need them. We need them here. We're hurting for people. This is a very stressful job. You know, it's very rewarding though. Not only is it rewarding in the financial part of it, but it's rewarding because we have a good boss. Chitwood is a great boss and he looks out for us. So come on in and hopefully I can train you.
Just thinking about that gets my heart pumping because they have to have nerves of steel.
Yeah.
And be a good listener, you know, and just so many crises come up and they just can handle anything.
Yeah, and in this business, you know, we hear a lot of those 911 calls when they're being, you know, when they're released, and it's just like the thought of being on the other end of some of those worst times in people's lives. It's you know, it is. They do need nerves of steel, and they are technically the first responders.
And really, because they are shorthanded, it's so important to know your non-emergency numbers for where you live.
That is very
true. You know,
true,
like
yeah.
the 311s and the 211s, or even just the county or city non-emergency line, because you don't want to tie up the 911 dispatch.
Exactly. Yes, so. It's one of those vital lifelines for so many. So speaking of Trooper Steve, today he's actually heading down to the coast, but now to not Volusia, now to Brevard. Traffic safety expert Trooper Steve joins us live in Results 1.
It's been a busy week. And now you have an SRO with you out there today.
Yes, ladies, man, this is the first time I got to watch that dispatcher story that we got to shoot in Volusia County. And you guys, the way you guys reacted coming out of that is exactly how I feel. It is unbelievable that our neighbors are doing such courageous things. And any communicator knows I love my dispatchers. And I use the analogy a lot. They're the ones that keep our first responders alive out there, and of course, so important. But we're going to continue the back to school kind of vibe today. And another delayed, kind of later 10 a.m. Live stream that will be happening right after the 9 a.m. show. And like the ladies had said, I am in Brevard County right now in Cocoa, and I'm going to be meeting with a Brevard County Sheriff's Office School Resource Deputy. And we all know Brevard County Sheriff, he has been very outspoken about his standard and the stance that they hold here in Brevard County about school safety. So what better than to have one of the men and women in the car with me and talk about exactly what they do, how they do it, and the training that it takes. Also the unique, can we say, the unique equipment and the look and uniform that they use here in Brevard County, not only for them to protect the students, but to visually deter anyone who might think, I want to do something at a school. Well, here in Brevard County, we're going to talk about that today at 10 a.m. over at clickorlando.com, the News 6 app, and of course, News 6 Plus. So right after the 9 a.m., join me. I'm about to go make contact with the Sheriff's Office and get this all set up. For now, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Trooper Steve.